living with a difference and support making a difference and acceptance for living with a difference. So I'd like you all to hear a little bit about Stephen Dale's journey, and he has a special presentation. He's going to sing a song for us. He's a very talented musician. Stephen?
A little history about myself and my story. I was born with birthmark, poor Weinstein, and it comes close to my eye, and they thought it was on my brain, so I was immediately brought in for testing for mental retardation to see if it was on my brain. A few years later, I developed hemangiomas on my eyebrow and over here, which were taken care of with surgery and stuff. And every now and then I have regular surgery to maintain my poor Weinstein. So what doctors call a vascular malformation, I call a mark of opportunity for individual greatness. Birthmarks in people aren't different because of the shape or the color or the size of the birthmark. They're different for the contents of what's inside the person. The form has nothing to do with it. When I was young, I was in a checkout line at the grocery store with my mom, and a lady was staring at me, and at this time it was a lot darker when I was younger, my birthmark, and she asked my mom, "What's wrong with your son's face?" And my mom looked at me and said, "Stephen, you can tell her if you want to." She left it up to me. Of course, I looked at the lady and I said, "That's where the angels kiss me." It made me who I am today as I've grown up. Having to deal with kids, pointing and staring and the things they do being kids, it gives you an outside look of the way the world works and the way people think about each other. And this world of ours is blinded to content. It's hyper-focused on the form. We live in a society where if you don't fit the form, then people see the form you do have and they say, wait, that's not right. I don't want to be associated with that, whatever the contents are. I don't want to be associated because they can't get past the form. It's not the form they're supposed to have. And books can be judged by their cover. And this is to prove this looks like a boring algebra math book. Even without it looks like it's got numbers in it and, stuff you probably wouldn't want to read unless you had to in school. And it turns out, if you open it, it is. It's exactly what it is. You take this, you take this as my childhood pastime. Even if it didn't say Captain America, you can see it's about Captain America fighting some bad guy and he probably wins. And it's about action and violence that kids shouldn't read and try to do. And that's what it is. You open up and find out. But people aren't so obvious. We can't be judged by what's on the outside. You can't look at the form and say, I know that person. Unlike books, we can't choose our covers. We have what we have. This is what we are. But what we can choose is the contents. We can't choose the form, but we can choose the contents. We can choose what's inside. Let's try to forget the form and focus on the contents of people. And now I gotta sing, thanks to Miss Linda. And that's really all it's about, is just believe in yourself. And you can do anything. Don't worry about what other people think. Be yourself, and God's plan